spit fire. Thunder.
It's your girl Katie, and today I am filming another lesson with ahhhhhh on single and double salchows, or sals, whatever you guys call them. I'm really excited for this video because it has been extremely requested, and I really hope it helps some of you guys out there. If you guys have any requests for future lessons with ahhhhh videos, leave it in the comments down below. And if you have a request for a video that's not a lesson with ahhhhh, you can also leave that in the comments down below. I love hearing your requests. But without any further ado, if you guys want some tips, tricks, and exercises on your single and double sal, then keep on watching this video.
Alright guys, so first we're going to be starting off with your single salchow. So for the single salchow, you want to make sure your body is aligned and checked. And you might be thinking just your arms in the checked position, but you also want your hip to be in the checked position, your free hip or your free leg, whatever you want to call it. So in my case, that is my right hip, but if you jump the other way, that would be your left hip. So you always want to keep that hip up and never drop it when you are doing your salchow. Another tip for your single salchow is when you are coming up in your jump, you always want your arms to be a little bit closer to you. You never want to leave them hanging out, because if you leave them hanging out, it could ruin your body position and make you a little bit crooked. So you always want your arms a little bit closer to you and never just hanging out. So by now, you guys probably see that I am doing different entrances into my salchow. So I can do 3 different entrances. I don't know if there are any more. Let me know down below if you guys can do more than 3, and let me know what they are. But the entrances that I know and that I know how to do are the mohawk into your salchow, the back outside 3-turn mohawk into salchow, and also the regular outside 3-turn into salchow that you guys are seeing right now. And if you guys were wondering, I really don't recommend a certain entrance for your sal. It's just whatever works best for you and whatever is easier for you. Right now I am using the back outside 3-turn mohawk into my triple sal for my program. However, I really like to practice all the entrances because you never know what entrance will work best in your program. If you're struggling with your sal a little bit, something I want you guys to think about is that your sal is pretty much the same thing as a waltz jump, just from a different entrance. And at first thought, you may be a little bit skeptical about this, but if you think about it, a sal is technically a half rotation as well as the waltz jump. Because you are coming up forward, you do not want to rush your jump, so that's something to think about. So you want to come up forward, get your knee up, and then do your half rotation. So that's why it's a lot like the waltz jump. It might look like a full rotation, but it technically is a half rotation if you do it in the right way. So do not rush your singles, guys. I know you can do it. Now moving on to double salchows. Checking in your single salchow and your double salchow is really important, and you might have gotten away with a weak check in your single, but you really need to check strongly for your double and never drop your hip. You always want to keep that right hip up or your left hip. Whichever way you jump, just please keep that hip up. It determines if you are sideways in your jump, because if you drop your hip, your right side might drop, or your left side, again, depending on which way you jump. But just always keep your hip up. It is the most important thing. If you guys would like me to do a video on how I got my hips stronger to do my triple sal, let me know down below. I know I had to work really hard, and if you guys have weak hips like me and need some extra help, let me know in the comments. Now I'm going to talk about checking, and some of you guys might already know what checking is because you are a figure skater, and if you're on your double sal, you probably know what checking is. But if you are a little bit confused or you need a refresher, here we go. So essentially, a checking position is where you lock your body so it doesn't rotate before your jump. So if you jump my way, I have my left arm in front and my right arm to the side. So you always want to keep your shoulders in that checked position. You also need a really strong core. I'm going to link my core routine video down below. Work on your core, guys. It's going to help your skating so much, because we need to hold our bodies up in all of our programs, all of our jumps, all of our spins, all of our footwork, everything. So in your takeoff position, you really want to be able to squeeze your core and stay in that position so you don't rotate into your jump. So we really need a strong core for our pull-in, for triples, and we also need it to hold our body positions for takeoffs and all of that kind of stuff. So you might have gotten away with rushing your jump in your single, but you can't get away with it in your double. You want to make sure you come up first and make that H position, because technically a double is actually a 1.5 rotation, so some people can't really make the full 2 yet when they are learning their double sal. So always remember to come up in that H position first before you rotate. And if you are struggling a little bit with your sal and you have your axle, just think of it this way: you are just coming up and then rotating an axle. That's what I do for my triples. I just come up in the air, not rushing my takeoff, in my H position, and just think I am doing a double axle. So that really helps me with my triple sal. So if you guys are chickening out, or a little bit scared of your jump, or just struggling with it, that might help you guys out. So now we're going to talk about how you want your arms to be in your double sal. So like I was talking about on your single sal, you don't want your arms to be hanging out in the open. You always want to pull them in, and maybe a little bit tighter than your single because you are doing more rotation in the double. Another tip is to bring your arms to the right side, because you kind of want to be over your right hip because you are landing on your right hip. Again, if you jump my way, you'd land on your right hip, but if you are having the problem of landing two-footed, this is probably why you are more centered in your rotation, and that's not bad, guys. You just kind of want to be over the side you are landing on. So my center of focus is kind of more on the right side than the left side, so I don't land two-footed. My biggest tips are just to keep a strong core, make sure you check your position, and also that you keep your hip up. In rotation, you want your arms to the right or left side, whichever way you jump. So always use those tips, keep practicing it, guys, and I promise you will get your double sal or your single sal. Getting those double jumps comes with practice, so if you guys are practicing your sals with the right technique, I know you guys can get it. Also, if you guys are having trouble with your rotation, I'm gonna link my How to Rotate Faster video down below. It doesn't just help you rotate faster, it also shows you some ways of rotating that might help you a little bit. One of my last tips for getting your double sal, or for getting any jump for that matter, is to watch someone do it, because that has helped me so much. Or you guys can close your eyes and visualize yourself doing it perfectly. That has also helped me so much. And that is a big tip for competition as well. If you're stressing about a jump or a spin or your footwork even, just visualize it in your head, do it perfectly, get every detail down, and I promise it will really help you. If you guys have any more questions for me that I did not answer in this video about the single and double sal, you can always leave them in the comments down below. Hopefully one of my awesome ahhhhhh family members will answer that for you, or maybe I will even reply to you. You never know. You can also message me on all my social medias at SK8 SKATIE for Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. Feel free to message me, you guys. And now just enjoy some more slow-mo clips of my double sal, because I had a few extra clips. Alright guys, so here is a position you can hold on and off the ice to strengthen your hips and to just get that body position correct. So you want to check your arms, keep your hip up, and keep your core tight. So always practice this position just to get a little bit stronger for your single and double sal, and I promise it will help a ton. So my last tip for your sal is you never want to be forward or back, you just always want to be under yourself. You want your hips under yourself. So when practicing this position, always keep your hip up. I cannot stress that enough, guys. Never drop your hip, check your arms, and keep your core really tight. Just keep practicing your single and double sals with your perfect entrance and your perfect technique. I know you guys can do it, so keep perfecting those single and double salchows.
Alright guys, that is the end of this lesson with ahhhhh on single and double salchows or sals. I really hope it helps you guys get those single and double salchows. I love you all so much, and remember to follow all my social medias at SK8 SKATIE for Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you haven't already and you would like to, please click that subscribe button down below, and you can also click that bell notification to get notified when I post videos. Also, thumbs up this video, guys. Let's try to get to 500 thumbs up. I think we can do it. The Skatey family is strong. But anyway, my P.O. box is always in the description down below. Remember remember, you guys are awesome and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. I love you all so much. Have an amazing day. Bye, my little skaties.
We used to have it all, but now's our curtain call. So hold for the applause.